Munchkin Reaction Theatre. Smurfs The Lost Village. We finally get a fully animated Smurf movie! Got me cautiously excited. This reboot is thankfully unrelated to Sony's previous live-action animated films based on the comic book series. I say thankfully because, seriously, who thought that was a good idea? I want to punch them! Although it is a vast improvement from the live-action movies and does a wonderful job capturing the visual style of the comic, as well as the cartoon series from the 80s, having the designs much rounder and smoother and far more stylized and cartoony than photorealistic, it perhaps modernizes the Smurfs culture and way of life a little too much, losing the whimsy and charm. I wouldn't call myself a hardcore Smurf fan or anything, but I know enough to not get completely lost. But how lost can you really get with Smurfs? It's a simple concept. A magical village full of tiny little blue creatures called Smurfs protect their magical place and the nature surrounding it from the evil wizard Gargamel, who wants to use the Smurfs to become all-powerful. One of Gargamel's most famous schemes from the cartoon is when he creates Smurfette, the only female Smurf known in the franchise. She was the token female character of the franchise really, her only character trait being she was a woman. So you can imagine the opportunities that were there to modernise that side of the franchise. Her backstory had so much potential for a fantastic feature-length movie and would have been a far better way to reintroduce the franchise to a new audience, having Smurfette be our eyes. Unfortunately, instead we get yet another animated movie that suffers from what I like to call the Care Bears syndrome. For those of you who have seen the movie, you will know why. It's a sugar rush for the eyes with a boring and predictable story that does very little for the Smurf franchise. The movie does give Smurfette vital character development and takes her on an adventure to find out exactly what kind of Smurf she is. The strongest thing about this movie is of course that it stays in the Smurf world instead of being sucked into modern day. It's a typical who am I, what's my purpose kind of story, which is sadly nothing new. It attempts to be ambitious with some of the set designs and visual ingenuity though, but like with most Sony Pictures animated movies, the animation outshines everything else, with Cloudy and the Chance of Meatballs being a possible exception. It has good lessons about self-worth and respect for other cultures and genders, but misses the point of what and who Smurfette is. It's a 90-minute preachy girl power movie. This movie has a lot for hardcore Smurf fans and young viewers, but anyone unfamiliar to the show and comics is left behind. Not a terrible movie by any means, but I have to ask what the point was. I'm still not sure. Oh, and believe it or not, I actually missed hearing the Smurf theme song, annoying as it is. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you liked what you saw and want to see more, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you'd like to show your support and keep this channel going, you can do so by becoming a patron or purchasing some of my artwork from my Etsy shop or my eBay shop. I also live stream regularly on Picarto TV. You can find links to everything in the description below the video. Thanks for watching and see you again soon.